Hamming. I study in NCO school and I'm a ninth grader. Today I will talk the future I want for my generation. And let's get started. Firstly, does it mean? What does it mean by equality? Equality means, in this context, means that everyone should be treated the same. And according to United Nations Universal Declaration of Human Rights, stated that everyone is born equal and free, and that's what we need to achieve, and what I think my generation needs. And we all should be treated the same in health, gender, education, racial, regional, or ethnic. And when I was a child, and I started to be aware of inequality in my life, I always ask myself that why they want my mom to give birth to a baby, but it has to be a boy, or why the boys are not taught to wash dishes since they are still a little kid, but our girls always usually taught to wash dishes when we are still in primary school. Or why rich people can access to better health care, or why children in rural areas cannot access to the education we all have. And as I grow older, I figure it out myself that not everything or not everyone is treated equally. And I think that's not because we are born with that thoughts. That thoughts are developed during our grown-ups, and it continues to pass from this generation to the others. So we are still treat each other unequal now. And according to a Gallup poll, 26% of Americans defer healthcare because they cannot afford it. Or in industrial countries, women who do the same amount of work as men will have the lower salary than men. Or according to the inequality database of education, there are 39 over 99 countries who just have lower than 50% of their poorest children who have completed their primary school. Or also 30 over 134 countries have fewer 90 females over 100 males that have completed lower secondary school. As you can see in the statistics, there are a gap between men and women, or the gap between poor and rich. And that's what we don't want to have in our lives. The people who defer health care because they couldn't afford it will lead them to a worse health condition. Therefore, it does not just affect our mental health, but also affect our physical health. And children who cannot access to education will find it harder to find them a job or survive in this society. Or women who does the same work as men but has lower salary they will feel very annoyed and very sad but and we it just what we don't want to have in our lives. So why we have to continue it like this way? So that's also what I want to say in this speech. I want everyone in my generation and the uh, others generations will have more equal, will treat each other more equal, and there will be no gap between the gender or the all rich and poor people. I want the future where everyone can access to food and water. I want the future where everyone can access to education, where men and women are treated the same, and that's what I think that's what we all want to have in our in for our generation, so we can have better condition for our children and our new um, and our future. Thank you for listening to my speech.